Hello. Hello, happy Friday, everybody. If you are here with me today, welcome. Please say hi and let me know you're watching. I'm really excited that you're here with me. And I want to know, anyone have any cool weekend plans coming up? I can't believe that today is our final day of the Support Your Diastasis During Pregnancy workout series. That's such a mouthful, but I hope that some of this stuff has actually resonated with you and hope that you've gotten a little something out of these talks. Feel free to let me know what you learned from this. Comment in there and see what your takeaway, I want to see what your takeaways have been. It's really helpful for me to read this kind of stuff, and it really helps me to develop new posts and things I can share with you. So please send me comments, what you hate, what you like, all that good stuff. So for those of you that have been living under a rock and don't know why I am taking over your Facebook screen, this is the 5th and final video of the Support Your Diastasis During Pregnancy workout series. So if you haven't watched the previous 4 videos, be sure to check them out because it will be really helpful to you and help make sense of what I am going on and on and on about. So if after today's live, if you found yourself confused, binge watch those other videos, I am going to leave them on Facebook for, I don't think I'm going to remove them so that you can access them whenever you need them. So anyways, before I get going, if you're here and tuning in, drop me a comment, let me know that you're here. Even if the live is over, it's so good to see you and see that you've taken the time to watch the video. So thanks. And I like to see that my efforts and work are not just for nobody. So please let me know that you like these and are enjoying them. If you don't, then I guess tell me that you don't. Anyways, please do me a solid also and tag and share this with any friends you think would find this information valuable. So if you do know any pregnant girls that like to work out, or even early postpartum women, that would be the people that I am trying to speak to. Now, I feel like I need a drum roll or something because I'm sure you have been anticipating this final class because, of course, I am talking more specifically today on the things that you can do for your diastasis while pregnant, and more specifically, how you can support them and prevent making the issue worse or bigger concerns. So today's topic is intended to pull out all of the knowledge gained in day 1 through 4 and help you to put them into action. And I know there's been a lot of technical words and jargon and sciencey kind of stuff that I've tried to make a little bit easier and a little more succinct. So I want to put them in action for you today. So I'm just going to do a brief recap. And if you feel like you need to go back and revisit one of these topics, then definitely do so. So on day 1, we went through what diastasis is, what it means for you and for your pregnancy workouts. On day 2, we talked about coning and how it is a warning sign that you're exercising or managing your internal pressures incorrectly. We talked about factors that impact diastasis, some of which that are in our control and some that are not in our control. And then we also went into some detail of how to adapt and manage your workouts while using some strategies like breathing and posture. And I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on that today. Then on day 3, we talked about pregnancy mindset and what to do if you're becoming discouraged in pregnancy and your pregnancy workouts. And then finally, yesterday, we talked all about common mistakes that are made in workouts. Today, All of things are going to come together. So I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like I've done a lot of talking in such a short amount of time. If you want to rewatch these again, don't worry, I'm not planning on removing them from Facebook, so you can go back and watch them anytime. So let's do this. Let's jump in. Want to keep it short today since it is Friday. What can we do to support diastasis during pregnancy workouts, you may ask? Well, first off, remove your old core exercises and replace them with deep core exercises. So say so long to crunches, planks, the ab exercises like bicycles or V-ups. You want to actually take those exercises and, like I was talking about yesterday, you don't want to stop exercises, but you actually want to swap those out for more deep core exercises. Doing things like chops and windmills and cat and cow and bird dogs. Those are just a few examples of names of exercises that you could try. Now, the second tip is to actually create an exercise routine of your breathing. And we did talk about breathing yesterday. And, you know, it's common to say, well, how is breathing exercise? And I just want to let you know that breathing can be an exercise. It is, you use almost every muscle in your body when you are breathing correctly, and it even engages your core and pelvic floor when you do it properly. So, especially when you get into late pregnancy and some movements are hard and more difficult, always rely on breathing as a form of exercise. And if you're down on bed rest, doing breathing is also another way to get a little bit of, you know, extra blood flow, a little kind of mini workout to your body, all while remaining in bed, seating, lying, all that good stuff. So what does it mean? As we learned yesterday, breathing is really important when it comes to contracting and relaxing pelvic floor muscles. If you treat your breathing like any old exercise, it'll actually have some proven results on the impact of labor and birth and recovery as you go on after birth. Now, it's not just any old breathing that will do. You want to make sure that you're properly contracting and expanding all the muscles of breathing, and even what we call accessory muscles too. Now you want to start with, for example, 3 sets of 10 focused breathing exercises 3 times a day. So it'll help the muscles of respiration remain strong, and it also will help to keep that core and pelvic floor connected and working in unison. Now, point 3, think about adjusting your strategy when lifting or exercising. So a lot of times it's easy to say, well, I can't do this anymore because it's uncomfortable. Maybe I'm coning or doming, or things kind of hurt, or I just want to remind you of what we discussed about in day 2. And if this isn't making sense, definitely go back, because factors like posture, positioning, breath, pressure can make a huge impact on how your diastasis is stressed. So I'm going to go into an example just to help clarify. Doing a push-up, for example, you know, hands and feet on the ground, doing a full-on push-up, puts a lot of stress on the front of the abs. And when performed, it can cause unnecessary stress to the diastasis because of all that internal weight that's being pushed forward on the front of the abdominal muscles. So instead of giving up on push-ups altogether, they do have so many benefits. Think about one of the strategies I've listed, and what strategy can you adjust in order to make the exercise doable. And if anyone has any ideas, I'd love to see kind of where your brain is at. So definitely share or type something in, but I'm just gonna give you the answer anyways, of course. When it comes to the push-up, changing your positioning will enable you to reduce the stress and downward pressure on your stomach. So as an adjustment, doing a push-up with your hands on a workout bench, a box, or even a wall will help to reduce that stress and pressure and allow you to continue doing that particular exercise, just slightly modified. So that's a few examples. That's one example. Now, the fourth point is do not rely on your mind to tell you no. It's more important that you're watching and listening to what is happening in your body. Now, in the mindset video on day 3 and on videos 1 and 2, we talked a little bit how the ego can have a negative effect on women who value fitness and when it comes to pregnancy workouts. Sometimes it's not so easy to ignore that ego and to do what is appropriate at the current moment. So if you can't rely on your brain, rely on your body. Remember day 2 when we talked about coning being feedback that your abdominal pressure isn't being balanced appropriately? Well, coning is just one way and one thing we can watch for when our body says we're doing something right or wrong for us at that moment. So I'll give you a couple of other examples. Another example is our breath. If we're gasping for air, if we're sweating like crazy, if you can't quench thirst, if you feel dizzy, lightheaded, that's all, that's our body giving us cues that we are going above and beyond, and we're taking ourselves to a level that is not needed or not necessary at this time, or is even harmful at this time. So if you are noticing that you're doming, if you're noticing that you are breathing like crazy or you're out of breath, that you're starting to get dizzy, you need to shut off your ego and listen to the cues that your body is giving you. You need to adjust, adapt, change, stop, one of those. So finally, my last tip on how you can properly support diastasis during your pregnancy workouts is to seek out help. This is a lot of information that was given this week, and it's kind of barely scratched the surface of how and what that you can do or should do to continue working out through pregnancy. And of course, I want you to continue exercising and doing things that you enjoy, but all at the same time, I want you to be safe and do things correctly. And I want you to support, obviously I want you to support your diastasis so that after baby, your rehab is super easy. Now, there are pelvic health physical therapists out there and people like me that are trained in corrective exercises and coaching pre and postnatal women that can make the world of difference when it comes to your health and fitness outcomes. So those are the 5 tips that I have for you today. And that actually concludes the series. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful for you. I know this has kind of been a rabbit hole, but I can only help so much with these Facebook Lives. But remember, if you need more support, education, and guidance, I do offer fitness programs. These are specifically for women that like to work out during pregnancy, whose goal is to work out like 5 times a day and are committed to maintaining strength during pregnancy. So send me a message and I can tell you more. Also, if you're really serious about your fitness, for the next few days, I'm also offering complimentary prenatal fitness strategy sessions. And these are about 45 minutes long, and they're kind of like a free audit of your current fitness routines. I can see the strengths and the weaknesses. I can see what you're doing correctly and incorrectly, and I can go over some ways that, to help you fix that. I've included a link to that in the description. So if you wanted to go through that, I can definitely help you. Definitely, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for coming and watching. Again, share this with your friends who you think this would be relevant to and that would resonate to this information. Again, I'm always here if you need to reach me and contact me and let me know what you like and don't like, and I can come back in a few days and talk on maybe another topic if you're interested. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.